Some San Diegans are protesting what they call high energy bills from SDG&E, and they also have another complaint. They're among 25 climate action groups protesting across the country this week. NBC7's Brooke Martell was at that protest downtown today. She joins us now from SDG&E with more on the response, Brooke, from the utility company.
Catherine, that protest happened downtown at Sempra headquarters. Remember, that is the company that owns SDG&E. And I spoke with organizers and members of the group that put that protest on. It's called San Diego 350. They say that they're not just frustrated by those higher rates, but also by the recent cuts made by the state when it comes to incentives for homeowners to install solar.
They want to steal our money! We're not gonna let them!
From the beginning, 12 years, 13 years.
That's how long Masada Diesenhaus has been part of San Diego 350, fighting for public policy that she hopes will transfer out of reliance on fossil fuels and instead into renewable energy resources. Thursday's protest downtown in front of Sempra headquarters was no different.
I think the message for the public is we're paying the highest rates in the country. We're paying those rates to a fossil fuel company that is destroying our planet and blocking any form of climate action.
Meantime, Phil Petrie, a team leader for San Diego 350, says the fight for lower utility bills goes hand in hand with more access to solar.
Rooftop solar is essential, especially here in San Diego. It's the perfect solution.
Recently, the California Public Utilities Commission cut financial incentives for homeowners who want to install solar.
We would like to see the California Public Utilities Commission reverse that decision, or the Supreme Court, it's currently at the Supreme Court of California, change that to re-incentivize solar and other renewable energies as well.
In response to Thursday's demonstration downtown, SDG&E saying it recognizes energy costs are an important part of families' and businesses' budgets. The utility company said in a statement, in part, "Today's national protest is a reminder of how important it is we work together to create a clean and affordable energy future for all." Meantime, San Diego 350 members saying their fight is for the future of the planet.
The problem is the decisions we make right now will determine whether our kids and their kids live in a world that's still fairly hospitable or a world where it's just beastly and it's coming apart at the seams. And at that point, I think people will say, why weren't we doing anything back in 2024?
Back to that statement from SDG&E, the utility company says that it is engaging with policymakers as well as members of the community to try to lower those costs and those bills for customers. Reporting live from Kearny Mesa, I'm Brooke Martell, NBC7.
Thanks so much, Brooke.
Protesters are calling out SDG&E for their high energy rates, as well as its parent company, Sempra, for using fossil fuels. A group marched outside the Sempra headquarters in Kearny Mesa today. Demonstrators say they want Sempra to transition to renewable energy that's safe and affordable for everyone.
Need to switch to truly clean, renewable energy. And that's what the fossil fuel companies essentially have to get into. They have to put the common good of people above their profit taking and giving the profits over to the shareholders.
SDG&E's profits hit nearly $1 billion last year. Its customers pay some of the highest rates in the country. Meantime, Sempra hit nearly $3 billion in profits last year.
San Diegans joining a nationwide call to action for utility reform. They gathered outside Sempra headquarters downtown, SDG&E's parent company. The protest was organized by San Diego 350, a group that's been pushing for public power. They say the goal would be to put the taxpayers first, focusing on affordable and renewable energy.
We need more people to be aware of the role that SDG&E and Sempra are taking in really ransacking our community, taking all this money out of it.
We have reported on record profits at SDG&E. Back in March, ABC 10 News asked the company about raising rates even with those profits. And they sent us a statement saying, in part, we remain focused on working with policymakers, regulators, and other stakeholders on reforms that enable us to enhance public safety and meet the state's ambitious clean energy goals while keeping energy bills manageable, especially for our most vulnerable families.